this okay?
No.
No, this is not okay.
No.
No, that is not okay.
So what is animal cruelty anyway? Animal cruelty can be divided into two sections, neglect and intentional cruelty. Neglect is the failure to provide an animal under your care with the most basic necessities like food, water, shelter, and veterinarian visits. Intentional cruelty is when an individual purposely inflicts physical harm or injury on an animal because of the owner's state of mind. Intentional cruelty, however, is much more shocking than neglect. Opportunity to talk with someone at the animal care clinic and ask them about what kind of abuse and neglect they see. She informed us that there are many cases in the area, but the one that they mainly see is accidental neglect. Accidental neglect is when someone does not realize that their pets need vaccinations or regular checkups. When the pet is brought in, the animal will have a preventable disease, and then the owner cannot afford the treatment to fix the problem. That is the main way we see neglect in Lexington, but there are also some other forms of neglect and abuse found in the area. So, what is our purpose with this project? Our purpose is that animal cruelty is bad for society, but it is not only wrong for the animals, but that the offenders are also led to commit human violence.
Some of these animals make it.
A bunch of teenagers stoned the dog, and she was in really bad shape, and brung her in, and they sent her to the vet. Now she's adopted out, got a beautiful home.
Others don't.
A 200-pound man beating a dog with a bat, a little miniature pinscher, and basically half of the dog's body was broken.
But it doesn't stop there. Animal cruelty isn't the only thing that needs to be monitored. It can lead to much more.
And so it starts with animals.
You have to stop animal abuse if you want to stop human violence. Study after study has shown that people who engage in animal violence are so much more likely to commit human violence in the future. It's not what's next, it's who's next.
As you can see from a poll taken at the University of Kentucky, 86% of respondents aren't even familiar with the laws to protect animals in Lexington, Fayette County, and only a small percentage are familiar. However, a vast majority of the respondents consider animal cruelty to be an issue that needs to be monitored and enforced more than it currently is. These heart-wrenching issues are not going to resolve themselves. We need to take action, and we can start with fighting against animal cruelty.
Definitely, you want to report it.
Yeah.
Report it. I can't say that enough. Any type of neglect, any type of mistreatment of animals, you always want to report those things to your local animal control officers. Yeah, you definitely want to give it to animal control first, and then if we feel that it needs to go, more on a different level, then we will contact the appropriate partners.
There are many animals like Smokey. An abuse case was opened, but after several years and no leads, the case was closed. A Google search on animal cruelty in Kentucky returned over 200,000 results. There is no question that Kentucky is the worst state for animal welfare. Cruelty cases are found in every county in Kentucky. These shelters in Webster County are not the worst. These slides show that Kentucky is the nation's worst state for animal welfare. Kentucky is ranked 50 out of 50. Kentucky is ranked last in animal welfare laws for the 7th year in a row.
Target 32 investigation spanning more than a decade, we exposed the horrible things going on in Kentucky's animal shelters, often hidden away on private property, where dogs were starving, shivering, or sweltering in windowless darkness until they were shot to death. Our reports prompted legislation mandating minimal humane shelter standards, things like protection from the weather, including heated quarters during cold weather, and adequate lighting, ventilation, and sanitary conditions. Kentucky's counties were given 3 years to comply, but our investigation found many counties all over the state still in violation after the deadline passed. So the Animal Legal Defense Fund is filing lawsuits in Estill and Robertson counties, alleging they're not complying with the humane shelter law, and submitting photos that they say back up their claims, like this one. This is the Robertson County Animal Shelter, characterized in the lawsuit as a shack.
A teen in Owen County killed an animal while vandalizing a church and school. We know that animal cruelty leads to human violence and is far too prevalent in Kentucky. There is hope though. The FBI has declared animal abuse a top-tier crime. The good news is that a new animal cruelty law will go in effect next year. The bad news is that there is no local and state law to enforce this new law. 8 million animals end up in shelters every year. We don't have laws to protect them. We don't enforce the laws we have. These animals will never see justice unless we change the laws. We know animal cruelty leads to human violence. Where animals are being abused, humans are being abused.
As mentioned throughout this video, animal cruelty is a serious and heinous crime that leads to many issues, but it can be helped and reduced. It starts with those in the area, specifically the state of Kentucky. This can include giving time, money, or resources to local humane societies or shelters, or helping clean up the mess that many have left behind. It also requires the citizens of Kentucky as a whole to report crimes and report any signs of any animal abuse they may see. The main number to call is the local Animal Care and Control Department, and if they are unavailable, then call your local police department. For the Lexington-Fayette area, the numbers are listed here. When the community is willing to report crimes and help stop animal cruelty, it not only helps the animals but future victims of crimes if they were to escalate. Thank you for your time, and if you would like more information, please visit this website.